Welcome back to PBJ. I'm back again talking about my 2022 CRF250r. I've had the bike for about 2 months now. I've noticed some good things, I've noticed some bad things that I kind of wanted to address you guys about. Now before I even get into the video, I just want to comment and say that this is a really good bike overall. I'm really happy with it, and I think it does a lot of stuff really good. It definitely does a lot more good stuff than it does bad stuff. But yeah, moving to those things that I'm not so stoked about is definitely the back tire. I'll put a picture up there for you guys to see what I'm talking about, but I have knobbed coming off, and that was probably only like, I don't know, 6-7 rides, if even that many. But yeah, just disappointed that I have knobbed coming off already. I kind of a done off tire and it lasts 2 months. About any knob is coming off, and it's still getting traction. It's still doing really well. Which I think this tire's a little bit softer, so we get that drier stuff, it really tears it up more. But still, I've never had a tire die so quickly on me. Now I know tires are replaceable when you get tires pretty often. It's a thing you do, but I don't know. It's still expensive to buy a tire. And another problem I've had with this bike is the brake. It was leaking brake fluid on me, and I lost brakes during practice. Which is a good thing it was practice, it wasn't a race or nothing. I was able to get it fixed. But I've never had it. I've had it happen to me before, but that wasn't until like 30 hours into a bike, not 6 hours where that's happened to me. And what's been talked a lot about in all the shootouts, and I've talked about it before, is this bike kind of lacks top end power, and it has a really strong bottom characteristic, which I think you could probably fix it with going down two from the back, but I still think that loses kind of that strong bottom it has, but I don't know, it might be just a price you have to pay. But other than that, I think the power is really good. It's really competitive power, and you can battle with anyone. And anymore, these bikes are so close together that it's more the rider than it is the bike. Like, you get some local pro, and they'll probably be able to smoke me on like a 2012 bike. But I guess any really local pro could smoke me on a B rider. But moving on to some of the good things it does, I feel really comfortable when I'm riding this bike. Going around corners and stuff, the bike really seems to plant itself in the ruts and go. And then those like wide slick corners, don't have the greatest ruts, it still handles really well. And it feels really skinny and nimble, so when you're in the air, it gives you a lot of confidence when like move the bike around and stuff. I definitely can't scrub or whip the best at all, but I like to try to learn. Like, I've been learning, trying to do a little bit more every time. This bike gives me more confidence out of any of the other bikes I ever rode. But when I got on the bike, I weigh about 165 pounds, so I kind of felt the bike was a little soft to me. But once I stiffened up the forks and I stepped up the rebound, it really improved it, in my opinion. And this thing rip starts, like off the bottom, it grabs traction and it pulls. But the problem is you kind of lose that bottom, so you have to shift it really quick. And I find myself on, not even like big wide open tracks, just like normal open track, I'm in fifth gear a lot. So I think that maybe going down on this back sprocket is the move there. And I think an exhaust would really open this bike up, which I had all intentions of buying a Yoshi before winter and putting it on and getting a video out talking about it, but Yoshi he has to pre-order them and stuff. It's just really hard to get right now, but there'll be a video sometime with one of those on here, I hope. But yeah, overall it's a great bike. I really have fun riding it, really have fun racing it. I get out in the woods and put it around or go to the track and just give it my all and just have a great time no matter what I'm doing on this bike. So if you're looking in to get a bike, I would say Honda or Yamaha, just because Yamaha is still at the top of the game right now, but the Honda's right on its tail. And if you're a fast rider, it doesn't matter what bike you're on, so you can kind of go with the bike that looks the coolest, because in my opinion, it's the coolest 250 out right now. That's kind of why I wanted to buy it, because it was new and it was cool looking, so that's kind of what I went for. But I'm still happy with the way it rides. But that's about all I gotta say about it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.